everyone, welcome to CSE Core Concepts in the series of Computer Networks. In this video, we are going to discuss in detail about subnets. In my earlier video, we have discussed about the IP addresses and where we have discussed that it comprises of two parts, that is the network address and the host address. So let us have a look about the subnets. We are going to discuss some more things about in this video and some other protocols also. So network numbers are managed by a non-profit corporation which is called as Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. Okay, see what happens is that network numbers, that is your total IP address, the first part of the IP address is the network address. So these numbers are given by one organization only so as to avoid conflicts that more than one network cannot have the same number. Now let us consider a university that has started out with slash prefix 16 prefix for use by the computer science department on its Ethernet. Now I had talked about this slash notation, CIDR notation, in my earlier video. In case if you have missed the video on internet protocol, I suggest you to please go through the video so that you can understand what does slash 16 means. So let us say there is a university and they want to set up the LAN connection for the computer science department. So they connected to a network using the prefix slash 16. So a year later, the electrical engineering department also wants to get the internet, and so the art department also wants. So which IP addresses this department should use? Now, should they go for the new network connection? So that will be very expensive or inconvenient, right? Now, if I talk about this slash 16 notation, if you remember, how do we convert? How can we find out how many hosts it can have? This network can have. So the total size is 32 minus 16. So what does 32 minus 16 stands for is? You have 16, right? Now always it is a power of 2 to the power 16. Right. So if I talk about, so it is always a power of 2. The number of hosts is always a power of 2. Right. So if I talk about 2 raised to the power 16, it is almost equal to 65,536 hosts, or can I say almost 60,000 hosts, more than 60,000 hosts. Now the network which has been purchased by the computer science department with slash 16 prefix can have more than 60,000 hosts, but it might be using very few of them, right? Now in this case, why should the art and the electrical engineering department should go for another connection? They can share this network only, understood? So it might be intended to allow for significant growth, but until it happens, it is wasteful. Again, if you take a new connection for the art department which can allocate 60,000 hosts, so might be only 100 or 200 hosts are there. So for that, rest of them will be wasted. So what you can do is that solution is that you can allow the block of IP address. This whole IP address you can split into small networks for internal and multiple networks, which can outside world it will act as a single network, but internally they are divided into small internal multiple networks, understood? So what happens here is that basically you can have a complete organizational network, and in that each department can have a small portion of the network. So this type of formation is called as subnetting, that is subnetworks inside a network. You can get many subnets by dividing the larger network. So what is subnet? It is nothing but a logical subdivision of an IP network created by the process of subnetting to break a large network into smaller and more manageable segments. So the university can purchase only one network connection, and then it can subdivide the whole network into smaller for each of the department. Now this slash 16 what the university has purchased, it can split it into 6 more pieces. It can have 60,000, more than 60,000 hosts, right? So you can divide that. Now each split need not be even. Understood? All splits must not be of equal length. If the art department is very big, then you can have more hosts for them. If your electrical engineering department is lesser than that, you can have fewer number of hosts. So let's say, for example, half of a block, that is A/17, is allocated to computer science department. Let's say when you are saying A/17 means 17, how many hosts it can have? So total IP address is 32. Total length is 32. Out of them you are saying 17 bits for your network address. So what is your answer? 15. Understood? Now if I perform 2 raised to the power 15, what is the answer? How many hosts it can have? Let's see. So if you say 2 raised to the power 15, you can have almost 32,768 hosts. So out of 65,000 hosts, 32,000 hosts you are giving to computer science department. Then you can perform a /18. So if I am doing /18, so again you can convert like that, calculate like that. 32 minus 18 is equals to 14. So if you are performing 2 to the power 14, what answer will you get? You can compute that. So that many number of hosts is for the electrical engineering department, that is 16,000. So more than 16,000 hosts you can give to the electrical engineering department. Some 32,000 you are giving to the computer science department, and rest and some 1/8 of them are you are giving to the art department, and remaining will are still unallocated. So if some new department comes up with a request, you can further break it into smaller parts and assign them. So basically what happens, you have the total network. Outside it looks like a total network, right? So when a router looks at the destination address of the packet, it will first check which subnet it belongs to. So network, the packet arrived at the university network. Then the router there has to check that which subnetwork I have to send it to. So the subnet mask, you can get it by performing an AND operation with the subnet mask. So what is a subnet mask? It is a nothing but a 32-bit number which is used in IP addressing to divide the IP address into network and host portion. Total IP address is given to you. Now how will you find out which one is the network portion and which one is the host portion? So for that we are using the subnet mask, okay, and with the help of this type of subnet mask we can figure out what is the network portion and which is the host portion. So basically it enables for efficient routing and segmentation, as it helps in identifying the network and the host. So let us say this is the example of one of a very common subnet mask, which is it is written in /24 notation. It is in CIDR notation. So now if I have /24, okay, so again let us come back. If I am saying /24 means what? 32 minus 24. So what do you get? 32 minus 24, 8. Now if I perform 2 raised to the power 8, okay, I will get 256. Now out of 256, if, only 254 addresses, host addresses are usable, because always -2 is being performed. Why -2? Let's see. You have 254 usable host address. So if it is a class C, let's see what is class C. First of all, let's come here. So you have three types of subnet mask. Class A, the class A subnet mask is 255.0.0.0. Class B is 255.255.0.0, and C is this one. Understood? So this is, let's say this IP address is given to you which is in the class C format, right? So what you performed, it is given in /24. So 256 minus 2, so 254 usable addresses are there. Now why -2? Who will get those two address? Those two address are reserved. They cannot be assigned to any host. The first address is the network address where all the bits are set to 0, and the second address is the one which is the broadcast address. So if any IP address with last may .0 is your network address and last may .255 is your broadcast address. Let us see one example. Okay, so let us say I have a IP address block. This is my IP address 192.168.1.0. Right. And the standard subnet mask, it is using class C subnetting. So this is its subnet mask. This is fixed. Okay, class wise subnet masks are fixed. It is in the CIDR notation /24. So again /24 means there will be 256 total addresses. Out of that, one is the network address, one is the broadcast address. If you remove those two, you will get 254 addresses. Understood? So now what will be the network address? Where the host address is always 0. So .0. So this IP address may, if you are saying .0 is the network address, and 1 means .255 is your broadcast address. Now this gives 254 usable host address ranging from, what is the range of the number? From 1 to 254. Now if I want to create, now this is my whole network, right? Now I want to subdivide this into 4 smaller subnets. Understood? So what should I do? I have to divide them into 2 bits can be borrowed from the host. I want to have 4 smaller subnet. So I will borrow 2 bits from the host portion of the address, that is C. Here I have borrowed 2 bits. So this will change the subnet mask, will now become my, so from the subnet mask I am getting 2 bits. Okay, so 2 got converted into ones. So now it will become, this is 255.255.255 dot. Now it is no more 0. Then what is the value? It is .192, or you can say /26. What did I do? I had this in the /24 notation. I wanted to have 4 smaller subnetwork. If I want 4 smaller subnetwork, 2 to the power what is equals to 4? 2, right? So 2 bits has to be borrowed, 2 to the power 2. If I wanted 8 subnetworks, then 2 to the power 3 is equals to 8. So that 3 bits were to be modified. So since only 4 I want, so I am taking only 2 bits I am modifying to 1. And hence this value total becomes 192. So now the original network is divided into 4 subnetwork, each with 62 usable hosts. Why it is 62? Let's find out. How you get 32 minus 26 is what? 6. 2 to the power 6 minus 2 are unusable. So 2 to the power 6 is 64. Minus 2 is 62. So you have 62 usable hosts in each subnetwork. Okay. So the first subnetwork will be from 0 to 63. 0th address is network. Okay. Let us say from 1 to 63. Next is 64 to 127. Next subnetwork will be 128 to 191. And the last one will be 192 to 255, where 255 is your broadcast address. So I hope you have understood that how do we divide. So it is given in the /24 notation. You are always given an IP address. So you have a subnet mask. You know the class of the IP address. So based on that, you have the subnet mask. So from the subnet mask, if you how many divisions you want to do, you have to borrow that many bits raised to the power that many bits from the subnet mask. Okay, and then you are going to convert what value you are going to get here. Okay, and that is the new range of the IP addresses. So I hope you understood about the IP address. If you understood, please do like the video and don't forget to share and subscribe to CSE Core Concepts. Thank you.